All right. How are you tonight?
Good. I'm tired.
Oh, I feel that. Today has been a strangely long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're in two different lines of work, but work was long today. And it's just long today.
It really was.
So let's say hi to people. Hello, Carlo. And Melgore, hello. Frank, hello, my love. Rob, hello. Melgore, I'm not. I said, you're not late at all. He's like, well, damn, cool. Odd Mother, hello. She said, yes, it has been. Yes. Guys, I didn't even color my hands when I colored my hair. Okay. I tried to color a dress that I didn't like.
Oh.
Hey, Rob. JD! Oh, okay. Melgar. Okay. So, how have you been? It's been a while.
It has been a while. I think it's been just over a year.
I know.
Actually. Since the SAS was the last time I was on.
Yeah. I'm getting all the like memories that pop up and I'm like
Makes me miss it.
I'm all, why? Every time I look, I'm like, I want to post this.
You don't want to confuse people.
And they're gonna be like, where do we vote? JD has been good, just doing butt stuff, you know. Actually, JD, you need to get on here too. Not tonight, obviously, but two. Because there is a lot of stuff that has been going on with you, such as Roxy.
Oh my gosh, best thing I've ever seen.
Roxy's awesome. And infected FX, right? Am I right? I hope I'm right.
I think so.
I hope I'm right. But
I think you are.
That'll be for another show, right, JD? Hey, Raven. Okay, so one, how was your haunt season?
Oh my gosh. It was good. It was new. It was different. I got thrown into a new role this year. Not thrown. I wanted it, but I hadn't done it before.
Nice.
I feel like every haunt has a different name for it. Section leaders, we call them runners. So we have 4 different sections of the house. Each section has their own runner. I got to be a runner this year, and I got to go back and forth each weekend between my 2 different characters. So one weekend I'd be SweetPea, and then the other weekend I'd be my other nurse character I have. I call her Nurse Sylvie.
Yes.
And I thought it was gonna be hard at first because I was like, ugh. I wasn't excited about having to go back and forth because I was like, eh. But I actually really liked it because they're completely opposites of each other. So it was really nice to go back and forth and not have to like, not necessarily get bored with Stevie because I'm never bored with her, but it was really cool just to get a break from each other. And it was really cool because I really got to really mess with my makeup skills with Sylvie. She was created during COVID 2020 when we had to wear masks. So she has a mask. I learned really quickly. I got too hot being a runner and wearing a mask like that. And then no one could understand me on the walkie and I'd have to keep taking it down. It was just too much. So I really got to mess with it and try things that I don't get to try with SweetPea. Like working with like scar wax and stuff. Had never done it before the season. So just kind of was like one night I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then I did it and I was like, I can do it. So that was cool. Other than that, it was pretty good. It felt weird. It was going back and forth, kind of a slower season than what we've been seeing, but it happens. It was still fun, and I had a blast. Always a blast. Therapy.
I love it. Well, yeah. I mean, we basically have to deal with, let's face it, we deal with the jobs that we have to do during the rest of the year.
Human jobs.
Yeah. To be fair, I really do love my job, so I can't really say much there.
I do most days too, so I can't say much. Most days I like
But
my job.
at the same time, like, it's still not haunting.
No.
And so it's not the same. But the funny part is, like, okay, so I end up working with a lot of like rich people. Four, not with, four. And because I mean I've said it before, but if you guys don't remember, I'm a dog walker. I end up working with a lot of or for a lot of rich people, and when they ask like what else I do, especially during like September, October, when like I'm actually out doing it. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I have to be somewhere tonight." "Oh, where do you have to be?" "My haunt." "What's that?" I jump out and scare people.
I go boo.
I go boo. And they're just like, "Why?"
Why? Why?
Oh, by the way, JD says, I don't know who you're speaking of. Yes, Infected FX. Roxy is gold. I told you.
I love
Hey,
Roxy.
Dizzy! Well, I hope you can breathe longer. Worked on a new costume, other things. Pneumatic. Oh, nice. Homemade prop mummy. We love you too, man. I still have your little coffin box, by the way. So, but yeah, I was gonna say I saw when you thought that you were coming in as SweetPea one day, and then they wanted you to be Sylvie.
It was the other way around.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you came in as Sylvie, and then they wanted you to be SweetPea, and so you had to like hurry and like add.
Basically, I was at home. I always do my makeup at home, and then that way when I get to the haunt, we don't have like a full makeup team, so
Mhm.
it's just me and this other girl, really talented girl, Cass. Um, I try to go prepared so I can just help wherever I'm needed, whether it
Mhm.
be costume or makeup. So I just finished Sylvie. I had my hair braided, I had my makeup done. I was literally backpack on, about to walk out the door, and I looked at my phone, and I had a text from my cast manager. He goes, "Hey, I need you to be Sweepy tonight," and I was like, "Okay." I had like 15 minutes before I had to leave to be on time
Oh
to
no.
get out the door. So I was like, "Okay, what am I gonna do?" So I just wiped my forehead off because I was gonna do like a big gash, so I wiped it off. Um, and then I kept my eyes because it was gonna be too much to take it off, and I kept my mouth. So I was just like, we're just gonna add some purple triangles and call it a day. I took my braids out and put it in pigtails, threw my bow in, and I was like, this is what we're gonna do.
You're all, yeah.
Um,
It turned
it
out
was
good though.
I yeah, I really liked how it turned out, and I had actually had some of this glow in the dark paint from Mayoron, and I had put it where my lines around my mouth were, so it glowed in clowns, and it looked really cool, and people loved it. And I was like, well, this is if Sweet Pea and Sylvie had a baby. It
You're
was the perfect
all,
mixture of both of them.
I
And
love it.
the one picture I got from it, I love it. It turned out way cooler in the picture than I could have ever thought it would have, because I was kind of nervous about it. I was like, I look stupid, and everyone's like, no, you look fine. Like you look good. All things considering, you look great. And I was like,
You're all things considering.
with what you were given.
You look awesome considering. What?
Oh, I've never gotten so dressed so fast in my life.
Oh god. Well, the first year at my haunt that I'm currently at, which is it's a home haunt, it's fun. They've been around for 10 years. It's so much fun. I feel like it's actually more fun than some of the bigger haunts I've worked for. And I could say that because they are too big.
That's fair.
But like my first year I was like wanting to get it perfect. Perfect, perfect. Well, this is also the year that I got caught up because of my antlers and caught a baby, and got taken out by a ramp that the customers were getting taken out by. And like I took so much time to paint my face up. And then like by the end of the night, it was just like, so yeah. I felt like I looked
I
weird.
I have found the solution to my smudging clown makeup because I used to use the Mayron clown stick.
Mhm.
No more. I use a white foundation and I set it and my makeup lasts all night.
Really?
Yeah. I am in love with it. I was kind of skeptical and I was like, it's probably just gonna end up like face paint. It stayed, it never smudged. And the brand I got it from, they have like a whole rainbow shade, like black, green. I think I have green gray
Really?
foundation. It's really nice. And it lasted me all season. It was $12 and it lasted me all season.
Oh, rad. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get that, by the way, because I use black and white as my bases for everything.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I have a bunch of pigments and like you have.
Oh yeah. So
Like,
many so many.
in fact, guys, check these out. So, we're gonna start with this awesomeness. And so I did notice something from last season into this season. I noticed that you were adding more splatter, you were adding a lot more like detail to everything versus last season, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, I have that shirt. Um, and I love that shirt. And so, yeah, dude, it turned out so great all season.
I was very proud with all my looks this season. I added the splatter. I just wanted to make her look dirty because you
Mhm.
can't really tell with
Oh, you
blood
see it.
in the UV. It's hard to see. So like I was like, we'll just add black splatter. It'll be fine. And I think it looked cooler than blood.
It does. It does look really cool. Also, what brand do you use for the black mouth stuff?
So the black one is actually it's actually just black food coloring.
That works.
When
Honestly,
I
that's
was
better.
at OKC, when I was in OKC, I did the Mouth FX. I did blue. I had blue, green, and purple. They were really good for like stuff like that. So yeah, that one is the Mouth FX. They're really good for like very short periods of time. They don't
Mhm.
last nearly as long. If I want it to last a little bit longer and not have to like keep reapplying, I did the black food coloring. Doesn't
Nice.
taste the best, but I mean it got the point across. So
It's gotta taste better than some of them, though.
the mouth effects is actually not bad. It's kind of minty,
Yeah.
so I kind of liked
Oh.
it. But that's the only brand I've tried. So
Oh, yeah, I've tried a few. Just
yeah, that's my thought every time I think about the black food coloring. I'm like,
yeah.
ugh. And the texture of it's not great either. I'm just,
Yeah, I can't imagine. Is it the gel or the color?
it
Or
was
like
the gel because it was what I had when my son turned 1. I made his birthday cake and it was cow themed, so I had to get black food coloring. I
Ah!
just used it from that because
I
I was like,
love
when am I
it.
going to use this again?
Yeah, I
Big
actually
cakes.
use the gels in my bath bombs, so I know, weird, right? I actually learned it from Lush because everything that they use is technically a food product.
I
And
did not know
so,
that.
yeah, everything's like real fruits, real vegetables,
Huh.
um, real plants in general. And yeah, we talked about lanolin the other night. So, basically, lanolin is what comes off of a sheep's skin to protect itself from the wool.
Mhm.
And they use that in some of their conditioners. And so they are partnered with another company, I mean, a specific farm that
Oh,
they know
wow.
ethically treats them, all the sheep real well, and they go check on them all the time. But yeah, it was something cool that I learned from them. That's the only thing you can't really eat there. I don't recommend it. Smells like honey.
Don't eat conditioner. I don't
Don't eat
recommend
conditioner, guys. Even if it smells amazing, don't eat it.
I feel that way with the hair dye that my stylist used. She uses Pulp Riot, and it smells like sweet tarts, and I'm like,
Doesn't it?
mm, it smells
And
so
even
good.
like Arctic Fox smells, well, it smells like purple. No matter what color you get, it smells like it should be purple.
I've never thought of that, but I mean, it tracks.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It doesn't matter if you get blue, red, yellow, orange, green, or purple. It smells like purple.
I think I've done red, green, purple, and did I say green already? I
I
don't
think
remember what
so.
I said.
Yeah.
Green, blue. I've only done 4, so they all smelt the same, and I honestly they kind of do smell like they should be purple.
Yep. Oh God,
Now that you pointed out.
I see comments. I'm sorry. I absolutely love her. Love you, sweet pea. Oh, Latricia, hello.
Patricia!
Waiting for the contest results, so I have to go watch the website. Glad you stopped
Love
in.
you.
Excuse me. I was looking at comments and then I burped. Wait, why is your hair so soft? What did I miss? What did I miss, Keisa?
We were talking about conditioner.
Oh, because she eats it. Hi, TK. Hey, Tia. Color jams. Yes. It really did. Tyler, hello.
Ooh.
Hello. So, yeah. I'm going back to the pictures now. This one is so vibrant and I love it so much. Now, were you wearing a rainbow shirt underneath it? Or like tie dye?
The way the lighting is, because I have the long sleeve that's always I wear always wear underneath my
Oh, okay.
shirts. It's kind of it's a rave top technically. I got it off of Etsy. Um, so it only goes to about like right above my chest. So that's why I always wear it under the shirts because it look kind of stupid over the shirts. But
Yeah, I tried it
um,
mine over the shirt. It just didn't. I didn't like it.
mine on to begin with. So the Etsy creator, the Etsy seller, she was kind enough to actually make it bigger than what she sells it in because the one I bought, it was way too small. And I was like, hey, I told her what it was for. She's like, that sounds dope. And she's like, I'll make it bigger, I promise. And so she was kind enough to do that. And
That's
it's
rad.
been a staple. I love that top.
I hate when I get something and it's too small and then you get your arms in it and you're like this.
I was like,
Wondering how you're gonna get it down. You're like,
I I actually had to have my mom help me get it off because I got it like right here and I was like, help, help
I
me,
walk into Frank and I'm like, hey, can you
help me.
pull right here? Pull.
Just yank it off.
So there's another look that I saw that you did this year. And this was for Valentine's, wasn't it? Okay. So this, which I absolutely love, you did an amazing job with it. I love the cut crease that comes up and
I was walking around helping with makeup and someone goes, it looks like a heart. And I was like, I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, it kind of does. Did not do that intentionally. And then someone else was like, it looks like the top of a piano. And I was like, okay. I like heart better, but okay.
I mean, it kind of works for the piano. Then again, I played piano when I was a kid, so I
I
like
see
that.
it, but I like
Yeah.
the heart reference better because it matched. So
Oh yeah. Well, and there's another picture.
I'm so glad it turned out the way it took many nights of practice because I've never done. I glued my eyebrows down and everything. I went the whole 9 yards.
Okay, so like I don't know about you, but glue makes me itchy, like with the eyebrows. That was my biggest issue.
First night, okay, so I did it like 2 times before. First night I had attempted it and I kind of posted it, where it was just pink. And that time my eyebrows went down beautifully. I had no problems. It was fine. And then the second night I did it, and the night of the haunt, I could not get my eyebrows to stay down to save my life. I It almost made me late to the haunt because it would not stay down. Like I started my makeup like 4 hours before I needed to because I knew it was going to be a pain in my ass. And I tried everything and I was like, no, this is just it's just gonna be what it is what it is. It is what it is. And it was dark, so you can really tell that it wasn't completely glued down, but I don't know what it was. It just would not stick, and I was getting very frustrated. But because I kept having to rub it off, it was getting itchy by that point. It's like, I'm over this. I'm never doing this again. I'm never gluing my
Right.
eyebrows down again.
I don't remember why I tried to do it. Maybe it was just for the hell of it. And like I took the glue and I took a spoolie and I was like trying so hard. And by the end of it, I was like, oh my God. Like, oh, Frankenfurter. I was doing my makeup like Frankenfurter.
Yes, that would make sense. I I like rubbed the glue stick on my eyebrow first, and then
Mm.
I went in with a spoolie. But for some, I don't know, it just was not meant to be. Never in my life have ever contemplated shaving off my eyebrows, but
Yep. Oh, Tyler says just stopped in to say hello. Um, at the airport, currently waiting on the Scottish lass. Okay, so she's not in yet. Well, she's here, but she's not here yet. Wizzo! Yeah, definitely hair issues. I think my condition has lanolin. I ate a condition by accident. Ivar, hello. Pumpkin, hello. Just shave the eyebrows off.
close to considering it. If I didn't have a normal human retail job, I probably would.
Well,
But sometimes I
especially like having to get up and do your makeup in the morning for work or whatever.
work with makeup on, so like my eyebrows are fine without all this. But
Mhm.
if I went in with no eyebrows, I don't think that'd be very appealing
Yeah.
for my older weird looks.
Fuck, fuck work. Eyebrows are way more important.
No,
Yeah, okay. That's what we were saying, Ivar, is that we don't always want to get up and paint them on.
to get them to look like this, you know, it's taken a lot of years. Oh my gosh. If you saw pictures of how I used to do my eyebrows in like high school,
Oh,
out of the house looking like an idiot, and I'm kind of mad at them for it because I looked horrendous.
oh, it's okay. About 8 years ago, I think. Last time I really had my hair this color. Actually, it was a little darker. It was more like this color. Um, um, first off, because I use so many, like, I'm really obsessed with like facial care, like skincare. I always end up with like a white spot, and you could see it starting already. Like my hair turns white right here. Doodle bob them bitches. God damn it. But my hair, my eyebrows were so thin that like I could literally just be like, "Boop."
Sister in middle school, she overplucked them, and they were the thinnest for the longest time. And so I learned from her mistakes and did not pluck my eyebrows.
Yeah. 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 It was pretty. I've been finding some of those pictures lately, and I was like, okay, why didn't any of y'all tell me that my eyebrows looked like shit and I should have drawn them in like way thicker?
Mine were too thick when I would draw them on. So
I did that
now I just
yesterday.
go with the natural shape of my eyebrows. So
And they look great. She'd still look good without them. Exactly. Pumpkin, tattoo them on. Nadine, your
all
eyebrows
right.
are fantastic. She said, my eyebrows are naturally fabulous. It's because I'm a Salazar. Wizzo says, doodle bob them bitches on. Yeah, they were pretty 90s, no doubt brows. They were not the brow that was appropriate for the time. I have magnificent eyebrows and don't touch them.
Perfect like you, Wizzo. Sorry.
Right? Pumpkin wants a unibrow. Oh no. The for some reason the sound is going like in and out, and I'm not really sure why. Like when you start the sentence, it's not super loud, and then it goes back up. It's not a big issue. I'm just letting you know because partway through your sentence, we start hearing you. It's okay.
My day, isn't it?
It's totally okay. Her voice
With
is
the trend today.
haunted. Ooh. Thank you, Rob. You're awesome. Oh, there's a Cannibal in here. And there's also a Slippy in here. Hello, Cannibal and Slippy. There's Slippy. And there's Cannibal. All right. So we're going to go to a quick commercial. I say quick, but it's like almost 3 minutes long. So if, oh, it is 3 minutes long. No, it's 2. 2 minutes long. If you guys got to pee, go pee. We'll be right back.
What's your emergency?
I wish to create a perfect human being, selecting the best organs from different scores. And 4 is now 5 and a 6 are a sign of a human. Murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Because I got my Galaxy 500.
Get with your nearest cult member.
Double stacking is a noun that refers to the action in a horror movie of impaling both members of a canoodling couple.
The creation of the atomic bomb. What was it?
Oppenheimer?
The Manhattan Project.
The Manhattan.
And everything they're bringing up.
I was about to say the Philadelphia experiment. I mean, which one are we talking about here?
To go and look up. So I'm looking up heavy water. What does heavy water do to a person's body? And I'm like, okay, they're watching me now. I know they're watching me.
Don't you judge us! Don't you be judging us! You come in here with your book learning and your
All right. Hey. And, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Hello, Latricia. How did you do? Let me know. No. Hi, Slippy. Commercials make my spam moldy. I rest in peace. Let's see. Just got all the kids in bed and I'm heading there too. Want to stop and say hello. Hello and have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining. Rest in peace was a spam. You ever see the flies fly or the pies pie? Where's my leg? I feel like I have no answers for any of these.
Me either. I just smile and nod. Okay, Wizzo.
I've seen a house fly, but have you seen an elephant fly?
No.
Contest is over. I'm back. Yay! And yes, me laughing on the other end. So let's go back here. How did you like doing the my brain is just stopping. So you did the Valentine's Day stuff. And that was at your normal haunt, right?
Yes.
Okay. And was this like the first year you got to do it or like has it been
My haunt hasn't done it since 2020 was the last time we did it. Mainly because 2020 we did it just to see, they did it to test to see how many actors we needed to run a haunt, because they had a feeling that things are going to go downhill with COVID and all that. So they were like, how many actors do we truly need to run a haunt? So I think they did it with like, I want to say 12 actors. It was like very scarce of actors, but it didn't feel that way. I was not part of that, unfortunately. And then the season after that, the 2021 season, was our last season in that building.
Mhm.
So like the second that November ended, we started packing up. I wasn't able to help because of work and the fact that I had just had a child. But they started packing up that haunt right away to get it. We had less than a year to pack up the haunt, move to another building, and reset it all up and get it working by October.
Oh,
So we didn't get a chance to do any of the cool ones that year. And then last season being the first season in that building, we didn't really do it then either. Not sure why. I don't get to make those decisions. So this year was the first year that we did Christmas Haunt too, which was the first time we had done since 2019.
Oh, nice.
My first season of haunting, that was the last time I got to do that. So it was really cool to bring both those back and to actually be a part of the Valentine's Day one. That was my first one ever, and it was so much fun. I had a
Nice.
blast.
Pumpkin says sick commercial. Thank you. Odd Mother did that. I've never learned from a book.
Me either.
I mean, this is not just any book, guys. This is the Green Book of Douche. Okay? So I really do recommend. Especially if you want to learn about douches. Oh, Latricia says, I'm in. I will officially be working wardrobe for Circus of the Dead too. Nice! Congrats! Hell yeah. Yep, Dumbo. Yes, on Dumbo. Hell yeah. Hey, Sean, how are you? 20 total, Wizzo says, instead of 12.
Oh, yeah. You acted in that. I forgot. I knew it was very low, like lower than what we had done that previous season in 2019. So I couldn't. You know how long it feels like it's been since 2020? I feel like it's been like 5 years, which honestly, it almost has. Whoa.
Is that
Whoa.
crazy?
That's really crazy.
Is that we're at year 4 past all that crazy shit.
That's wild.
What?
I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking that. I was like,
I'm sorry, Kisa. What?
heck?
Do shit. Best damn book. The Jazzles. I watched the replay. Yes. Beware the Green Prophet. I love that book. That was a throwback on whatever day we went live. Monday? Was it Monday?
That one time we went live and did that one thing with the one thing.
Love me some Deuce milkshakes, extra cheese. Feeling like Sean Dillon. All right. Vajazzle. Bedazzled. 2020, was that a year?
Felt like 3.
Went from 60 in 2019 to 20 for the Valentine's Day event, and then 20 per haunt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For 2020.
Yeah. That was actually kind of fun though, because you got like, it was my first season not being a clown, and it was also only my second season acting ever, so I went into it really anxious because I was like, I don't know how to do anything else, and which is partially why SweetPea is mainly silent, because I was like, I don't know what to say. And I got to like jump around. I had like 4 or 5 rooms I got to just bounce in between, and people were like, how'd you get here?
You're like, magic?
Like, don't worry about it. I have space.
Oh, I know that saying. I was just like, Sean Dillon. Am I missing something? Who's Sean Dillon? But yeah. No, I really liked seeing. Well, frankly, what everybody was doing this year. But 2020 was one of the years that I was already not haunting. I hadn't haunted in a while. And I think I got back into it on 2021 or 2022. 2022. And it was different. It was different coming back after everything finally opened up. And we are all finally being able to like have human contact to an extent.
Oh yeah.
And everyone was still kind of afraid in a way though. Like they were afraid to have you come at them because they're like, stand back. It wasn't even like, oh my God, you're a Wendigo, you're scary. Or oh my God, you're a werewolf, you're scary. No.
It was you germs.
Yeah. Oh my God, germs. Like
Cooties.
why are you here?
Do you know what you signed up for?
There was a lady I used to work for that every time I came around her, she was like, and I was like, okay, you gotta just stop calling me then. You guys, I'm not going to walk dogs for a mile or two with a mask on. So you just gotta stop calling me. It sucked. Sean, I'm a clown. I was inches away from folks during COVID. Yeah, but you were wearing a mask, so everybody accepted it.
And you had a chainsaw, so.
That too. Don't come at me. You got the COVID. Yeah.
Got the vid.
There, like, what's up? There were people that were like all up in your business during that time. Like they were making it a point to be like, I don't believe in this shit. And like they would like get up in your business. And then there were people who were taking it the opposite extreme.
Oh yeah.
They were like, oh my God, you're only 10 feet away from me.
I need you to back up like an extra 10.
I mean, I'm all for people not being in my bubble. So like that was one of the things I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, they say that you gotta be 6 feet away. Back the fuck up.
You can't be in a bubble, dude.
I was just like, guys, if I can reach you, you're too close. So I should just get a hula hoop. Give me some space.
Connect several.
Just carrying nunchucks.
Just nunchucks. I would end up hurting myself.
I always smack my keys. I have nunchucks. I have a tendency to smack myself in the head when I try. So I feel like I do more damage to myself than somebody coming at me. See? Even better, just sneeze. just sneeze and it'll clear the whole place.
Oh. I feel like sometimes people would ruin it though, because like you'd have those assholes that would walk through the haunt with like no masks on at all, and they had to, and you're like,
yeah,
trying not to break character and be like, hey, put it back on, and eventually having to like break character because they're not listening because they think they know better. It just kind of killed it. But now we have a room in our new building, decontamination, and anytime anyone walks in it, COVID, it's the first thing everyone says just because there's a hazmat suit. COVID.
Like, no, it's Ebola. Just walk up and just have like blood. Like a little blood like coming out of your eye, a little blood coming out of your nose, and you're like,
you wish
oh,
it was good.
Did you think I was joking? Like, seriously? Just sneeze, everyone runs. Try snapping your own ass with a bullwhip. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Bet on that one.
I feel like I don't need to experience that. I can imagine. Just sneeze and one runs. I still want to be a patient called Covidius. There was a commercial the other day called Covidus or Covitus but the way that it was spelled, I was like,
Huh?
you guys are joking, right? Like, okay,
Who's
cool.
in charge of your marketing department? I'd like to speak to them.
Right? You're just trying to get nobody to buy your product, right?
Yeah, and you just want people to make fun of you? Is that your goal?
What is this? Oh no. Where we go trick-or-treating, one guy had little COVIDs everywhere. He was dressed as a plague doctor.
That's gonna genius.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It stings like a motherfucker. I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Wizzo, I wanted to do it COVID year and was told it wasn't in good taste. There was this entire thing. I don't know if you heard about it. If anyone in the comments has heard about this too, where like when people were writing fiction, people who are authors and they would tend to write stories and stuff like that, people would come after them if they would write anything about an apocalyptic plague. And this was during the COVID time, right? They're like, we're already living this, guys. So like people would legitimately get pissed off and like go after and try to cancel anyone who wrote about like an apocalyptic plague or anything plague, illness, anything related.
As if there aren't thousands of books and movies about it already.
You know, there was like a, what was it? Let's see. I don't know, zombie movie? Or the vampire movies, or any of these kinds of movies are technically plague movies. You guys all love them. Meh.
Yeah.
Green tuna, hello. Utopia. Yeah, it was insanity to me. Absolute insanity. So next on the docket, what do you have coming up this year?
This year,
Mhm.
I don't know. Honestly, my goal in general, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I would really like it to happen, but I want to travel.
Ooh.
I don't know whether to travel haunt or just visit other haunts. Either would be cool. It would
I wanna
depend
do that.
honestly on where and funds. I know last season Wizzo and Nibbles had invited me to go with them, but I just could not afford to, which sucked because I really wanted to go. It would have been
I totally feel that.
fun. Oh, I don't know. Nothing necessarily on my list officially just yet, other than my normal haunt season. I'd like to say something exciting, but I don't really have anything exciting right now.
Fly in a balloon, parasail over a shark tank. I feel like that's not exactly like traveling if you go parasailing over a shark tank. Because one, a boat would have to be in the tank for you.
Oh.
But yeah.
Or maybe that's what he has planned. Maybe that's what he has planned this year.
Oh, well, maybe.
Because those sound like Wizzo things.
Those do really sound like Wizzo things. It's fun, but it can be stressful. Getting ready to head to Oregon. Yes, they are. They're leaving here. Oh, wear a meat suit while doing it. I feel like this is a list at this point.
Yeah, because I would not do that.
You don't want to wear the Lady Gaga meat dress?
I don't think it's my style. I'll her.
You're like, she wore it better. It's okay.
Do it better. No need to do it twice.
I still don't understand it, but hey.
I mean,
oh, thank you.
that's what I've been drinking this whole time. Just water.
I'm like so dehydrated. It hit like 92 yesterday. It's already freaking starting.
I don't know what it got up to yesterday, but it was really nice yesterday. Better than our blizzard-ish we had last week that canceled everything.
I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of wish we had a blizzard.
It sounds fun until you have to go out and travel in it. And get
Oh,
to
see,
work.
I would just be like, hey guys,
I went to work. Was it Thursday? It was Thursday morning. Got to work in the little shopping center I work in. My other manager and I were there, and it was like we open at 10, so we open at 10, and 11 rolls by, and no one's coming to the store, and we look out, and she'd called all the other stores. Ulta was closed, Buckle was closed, Lane Bryant was closed, Massage Envy was closed, and I was like, why are we here? And so we left at noon. I was like, why did we even come in?
because you are good workers. Good workers.
We spent 2 hours doing nothing.
Hey, getting paid for nothing, right? So I lived in Tennessee, and during the winter there would be black ice and all kinds of stuff. And there was one year that there was a blizzard, and my car hated it. I broke down twice on the way to work in a blizzard.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, always fun.
We had in 2019, 2019, it was March, actually almost a year ago exactly. We had, they call it the snow cyclone, whatever. Winds got like up to hurricane.
Oh wow.
It was awful. It blew down my parents' entire fence line. My sister had to drive home in it, and she got home and she was sobbing because she couldn't see a thing. She doesn't know how she made it home. It was horrendous. We had so bad we couldn't even go outside. We had to put puppy pads down for my dogs, and it was not fun. That one really canceled everything. It was so scary. My brother went outside to move the fence to try to save it, and as he did so, a piece of wood came flying off the fence and almost took him out.
Oh shit.
And he came back inside. He goes, I'm not doing that again. And I was like, no, don't.
We'll just stay inside.
Just let it be.
Hot cocoa and a book.
Yeah. His power didn't go out with that one. It was rough. I didn't think it was ever gonna end.
Wizzo says, carry a bag of bags to a store and leave them at self-checkout. I feel like I need to do that because we have too many bags. We have way too many bags.
I feel it.
Everything closes and everyone forgets how to drive if we get a dusting of snow. It's glorious. Yeah, that's just how it is with rain here. If it sprinkles, everybody's like, oh my God, the sky is falling. And they just don't know how to drive.
It's kind of the same when it rains hard here. People are like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, but this isn't even like raining hard. This is like somebody just went and they're just like, I don't know what to do now. Which one is the brake pedal and which one's the gas? I don't know anymore.
Here.
Like, I don't get it. Oh, we had a blizzard on March 15th of 1993. Oh. Snowmageddon! I remember that. 2-inch Snowmageddon. Did you just say the Bumbles hung like a... Never mind. We only panic when it rains, the sky turns green. Yes, that's when you panic. If the sky turns green... Guys, if you don't know this because you haven't been in the South or in an area that happens to have any tornadoes or anything, if the sky turns green, don't stand there and go, ooh, pretty, like my dumbass did. Like, no, you need to get into shelter because there's going to be a tornado.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
I mean, tornadoes aren't really common in Colorado. I mean, some parts, not where I live, at least.
But same here. I mean, we don't. I think we had like one that I know of, like by my old place.
They'll get them,
apparently there was one here.
That's about it. They'll get them way out east, like near the Kansas border, but that's like it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I had to run out and get something to like some medicine for somebody. And I'm driving and the freaking radio was playing Danzig. And I was like, this is rad. And I look up, I was like, wow, that's really pretty. That is so cool. And then lightning like spiders across it. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. I get to Walmart, sirens start going off. They're pushing us all back into the back of Walmart because that's actually a shelter. And yeah.
What a first experience.
It was definitely something. The worst is when people drive with their hazards on. No, I dare say the worst is when they have their idiot light on, which is either the left or the right blinker when they're not even getting over or turning.
Gosh.
And it's one thing if it happens like a little bit after you've turned or gotten over, but like when this is like going miles and miles down the road.
And you still don't realize you're,
Yes.
Wake up, Dingledorf.
Does that go for floods? Which one? I'm confused. We still stand in the door, look. Yes, we do. Yeah, I vaguely remember somebody grilling every time there's a tornado warning. Tyler. There was video that they posted. I've watched a tornado change direction, skip the McDonald's I was at, and destroy a church. Wow. Yeah. That's always crazy. I'll have to tell you guys that one later. We went storm chasing. Storms at night are mostly soothing for me. Yeah, I love the smell. I love the sound, and I love the thunder, all of it. Until a 100-foot tree gets landed on your house. Yeah, that's not fun.
No, it doesn't sound fun.
Speed limit is 85 and they've dropped it to 25 on a toll road. What? Kick their ass. So, my brain. We were saying like some of the new stuff that you're going to do. You wanted to possibly travel hunt. Possibly. Are you going to be hitting up any conventions this year?
Oh, I don't. Colorado really sucks at that. So the only real conventions that we have are really just, I don't know, they're not really hot conventions. I think there's like one in Denver that's like coming up, I think. I don't go to Denver often, so I don't know. I would really like to go to other conventions. It's all just like, money thing. And take her. My child always comes first, so I'm like, I'd want to, but I can't.
What was We blow goats for scary stuff.
We do. We really do. I think the Springs has one, they call it the Oddities Expo, and I wouldn't really call it an Oddities Expo. It's kind of I mean, it's small. It's nothing huge or anything, and it's not nothing like worth mentioning. It's one of those really small. Yeah. What? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
He's a lit. It's a goth flea market.
It really is. That's honestly the best way to like describe it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of really cool vendors there. The few times I've gone, it's not really. It's kind of it. It's just the vendors. It's like there's nothing really special about it other than it being a goth flea market.
Well, I mean, Bakersfield, you would think, because we're actually pretty big, that we'd get more haunt related things here. And the first 4-ish years, maybe more, that I lived here, the reason I didn't haunt is because I never saw any haunts. Like, I didn't even know about the one that I was at now.
No.
Because it's at a house, and it's kind of like you have to know. And then I found out when I started over there that there's like a group of houses that just They all did them separately and then they came together.
Oh.
Like, oh, hey, we advertise this guy because you can go here and then you can go there and you can go, which we did try one year and it was really hard to get to all 5. But that was just because they were so packed.
Ooh.
But we don't get as many haunt related things. We just got back a haunt that apparently used to be here prior to me moving here. But everything we have to go down either to Los Angeles or up to Fresno. And it's not worth trying to work at one of those. So I totally feel that. We like, don't get me wrong, like we could easily go down to LA. It's 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
And go to like Midsummer Scream, which is want to say in like Long Beach usually, but I'm probably wrong right now. Or like some of those other conventions that happen. But it's not the same because it's not local and it's harder to get to.
Yeah.
So I would like to see some of those more local too.
I feel like a really big convention that I will hopefully want to make it to someday is Trans World. I feel like it just happened and I see all my creator friends that went and I'm like, I want to go. They look like they're having fun.
Right? Yeah. Again, JD kicked ass.
Loved everything that I saw from him. That was
I loved the whole thing. It was just like you're watching all of it going, I want to be there.
Right? I'm like, I told him, have fun for me. Take pictures.
Like something, please. Like take a cutout of me.
Or just like a picture of me, like on a keychain. Be like,
she's here.
I'm here.
Yeah, Trans World would be really cool. Wizzo's planning for Fear Expo 2025. Nice.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
We are going to be out in, well, the South, probably Georgia, this summer at some point. But this has taken a lot of planning to be able to do that. And so, because we have 3 dogs, like 3 cats. So, and I'm the one who watches everyone's dogs and cats. So,
And then when you need it, no one's there.
well, luckily, like his family will definitely help out with that.
That's good.
But at the same time, I'm like, are you doing this right? I'm gonna be that bad person, the person I hate. You know, like, hey, you make sure to do this right. But, so
dogs are probably nice. Dogs are psycho and hate anyone new. So when I had to fly back to Ohio for my grandma's funeral, we had to ask my friend Diane and her husband if they would be willing to watch them, and it did not go well, and I felt so bad for both parties, the dogs and them, because it was we didn't have time to like introduce them or get them to know each other. It was like I asked her today, she came that night, and then we left the next day. it was like, so I felt so bad for my dogs and for Diane and her husband, because I was like, I'm so sorry. One of my dogs is deaf, so she's just skittish, and the other one, she's just psycho. I don't know what happened to her. She hates everyone.
So you know all dogs love me, right?
I don't know. Lily does not like anyone. She is a little, I don't know how to describe her. I don't know if it's anxiety or what, but I live at home with my parents still because Colorado's expensive, but she hates my dad. Like, hates it. Growls at, not aggressive, she just barks and growls at him, and all bark, no bite. But she just cannot stand him. She can hear him coming up the stairs and she just loses it.
Oh my god.
It's not fun. I would give you $20, Wizzo, if Lily liked you. I'd literally just give you $20.
You're here. So far with my job, I have not had too many bite me. The ones that have been Chihuahuas.
Of course.
Because they're jerks. They're little jerks. But I work with a whole variety of dogs. And so it's always Chihuahuas. But then my feelings get hurt.
Hey,
They're evil.
they are. They just got so much anger, all pent up in that tiny little 5-pound body.
They are too. They are too. Whistle says, let's try him down.
Bet.
Even Thrasher's dog that hated Slippy tolerated me. Okay, that's funny.
Hence the word tolerated.
Yeah, okay, those two love me. Okay.
She
That
didn't
is,
say
yeah, I just said most chihuahuas. Most.
most, not all.
Maggie is rad. And to be fair, both of those dogs are mixed. They're only part chihuahua. If they were full chihuahua, they would have tried to eat me by now.
I agree with that statement.
For the record, guys, anybody watching that happens to be one of my clients, I will still watch your chihuahua. Chiweenies can be mean. Okay, but there is a Chiweenie. You're stereotyping. Whatever. I rarely do that. But come on, I've been bit by more chihuahuas than pit bulls. Trust me, tolerated was a win.
If you say so.
Well, so rep whatever the hell you want before we go. Your haunt, where to find you, anything.
Well, Instagram is SweetPea_the_clown. TikTok, it's SweetPea the clown, but I can't remember where the underscore is. You just type SweetPea the clown, you'll find it. It's not hard. And then Facebook, SweetPea, the SweetPea Haunter, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my main ones that I use. Sometimes I forget about my Facebook. I check it more.
To be fair, I don't remember I have an Instagram most of the time.
I forgot I have a personal Instagram, like my normal Instagram. And I went to it the other day and I was like, oh, I haven't posted on here in almost a year.
Wizzo says fish and chips, goat smile twice, hug a grandma with consent.
Solid advice.
Do not insult MySpace like that, sir. Just saying. Do not insult MySpace with that. That is negativity. And we do not accept that negativity.
Be gone with the hate.
Well, thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it.
I had fun. I'm sorry I made us run so late. I take full responsibility.
You're totally fine. You are totally fine. I will gladly shift things over. It's not that big of a deal. So, I mean, we've done it to ourselves multiple times. We're supposed to be live sometimes at 7 and we're not on until 8 because, like, I don't know, weather or I sneezed. I don't know. Hey, that could be
I sneezed wrong and it just all went downhill.
exactly. Oh, I want to see that happen, Ivar. Just saying. Thank you, Odd Mother. Thank you, Kisa. Correction, was not is. No. MySpace is still around, so they are awesome. Anyway, that is a whole other debate for inside the house at this point. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you, everybody who joined us tonight, and have a good night, guys. Bye.
I know that the world I